Check it. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY, and of course looking at Bitcoin in the cryptocurrency markets as well. This video is going to get you prepared for tomorrow's trading day and what I'm looking at for the rest of the week. This video is not financial advice, should not be taken as such, and please watch the entire video before you come on my live stream tomorrow and say, hey, you said this, you said that, because you're going to look like a fool because I didn't say it. Make sure you watch the whole entire video, get all of the information. Guys, let's go ahead and not waste any more time and hop into the charts, the facts, the data, and see what we have going on. All right, guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're going to be looking at AMC, GME, SPY, and of course, Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is at $44,000. It did hit a high of $44,500. Absolutely mooning. Of course, this is to be expected, as I did predict these movements months ago. Now, let's go ahead and hop into charts, facts, and data. This video is not financial advice, should not be taken as such. Please, 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 please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop into charts, facts, the data, and see what we have going on. So, here's what we're looking at, y'all. Here's what we're looking at. So, Bitcoin going crazy, right? Bitcoin going crazy. Everybody's enjoying it. Bitcoin gains, crypto portfolios double, triple over the past month. Sweet, right? Sweet. This ain't even the bull run yet, yo. This ain't even the bull run yet. We are still in what I would call the hope phase, guys. The hope of a possible bull run on cryptocurrency. And I believe that we are going to see crypto go into a bull run in 2024. Mid 2024, I think we'll see the peak of this bull run mid to late 2024. We'll get to that when it comes, but I do think we're going to see one in 2024 as Bitcoin is in the hope phase going into optimism. Okay, it's in the hope phase going into optimism as it is clearly making moves. Bulls are in full control as we continue to push the upside. Now, again, RSI is extremely blown out, and I do expect a pullback on Bitcoin here at some time. And when it does pull back, I will be taking advantage of it to get a little bit more. Most of my Bitcoin, actually all of my Bitcoin, was bought underneath this 30,000 range as I did accumulate Bitcoin here in this bear market. So I did buy my Bitcoin under 30,000, and it is currently in profit. So we are looking good on that trade, and I am going to continue to talk about and focus on cryptocurrency because I believe Bitcoin is going to be one of the top performing assets in 2024, and I believe that it is going to far outperform gold, oil, anything you can think of. I think Bitcoin is actually going to be the asset, and cryptocurrencies are going to absolutely explode. Crypto in a whole, I think Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP are great plays in my personal opinion. Again, some other coins like Cardano, Atom are coins that I hold, Polygon. Now, let's go ahead and go into the overall market. What is going on with SPY? So SPY had a overall consolidation day. We have this kind of falling wedge shape right here, but I do want you guys to be aware of a potential head and shoulders pattern. We're going to go ahead and go to trading view, show you guys what's going on with that, and show you the potential head and shoulders that we are looking at here on a SPY. So I'm going to drop down to the 15-minute time frame. I'm going to go ahead and draw and show you guys what I'm looking at. So we have kind of a neckline around this level here. You have your head. Let me go ahead and move this so it's not so stupid looking. All right. And you have your shoulder, your head, and then what looks to appear to be forming a second shoulder. This would be an overall head and shoulders top. I do believe that is what is forming. There is a major gap fill up here at 469. If you go ahead and look at Webull, it will show you this gap fill here. It's at like 469, guys, right here, but like 458 to 460, 459 to 458. Okay, so that's where the gap is between these two turquoise lines. So I believe that we might pop up and actually fill this gap and then continue to the downside, forming an overall head and shoulders. I do believe SPY is topping out. Now, if we look at the 4-hour time frame, it does look like we're gaining momentum. I do think SPY is possibly going to have a green day tomorrow, trying to push the upside. It looks like on the 2-hour time frame, we do have a green candle again. It does look like we're going to have a green day tomorrow on SPY, in my personal opinion, as SPY starts to move to the upside and try to fill this gap. Now, if we go ahead and look at TradingView, we can see that there are sell walls, okay? There's sell walls here at that level where the liquidity is. And this is something that I'm looking into now, guys. I'm looking into buy and sell orders. I'm also looking into analyzing the tick by tick ladder. Okay, so we're going to start looking at these things, analyzing these things, and taking these things into consideration, as they do give us considerable information that I should have been taking in consideration before. But as you guys can see, there's a huge sell wall up here. Okay, so I believe that this is going to be a liquidity gap, basically a one last push to the upside, rug pull, grabbing everybody's money. Everyone thinks it's going to finally break through. It's going to come back down, and we're going to see capitulation, especially if we break below the levels here on SPY. And I will show you the levels we need to look for: 454.10, 454.10, 454, that range. If you break below that, SPY is going to see major pullback. But as far as tomorrow, I think we're going to see upside. Okay, so I think we're going to see some upside come up and fill this gap and then come back down. I'll kind of give you guys a picture of what we could possibly expect, seeing some upside on SPY before pulling back, possibly going all the way up to fill that gap. Okay, so we could end up coming up to fill that gap, potentially just coming up, quickly filling the gap, or potentially coming up and doing a partial gap fill before coming down, where you would see this overall head and shoulders pattern. Right here is your shoulder, right here is your head, and then this is going to be forming your second shoulder, eventually bringing us down. This could happen this week or next week. So this is what I'm looking at. The neckline is at 454.10, 454 even. So if we do break below that, you're going to see major pullback on SPY. Now, as far as the meme stocks go, again, there's people that watched my video yesterday and then came on the live stream and was like, he said it was going to go up today. Clearly, you didn't watch the video, because I don't say stuff like that. I give you levels to look at. I give you setups to look at. I give you trades to look at. I give you things that indicate price action. I never say, hey, this is exactly what's going to happen. And if I do, that normally is what's happening. And again, if I'm wrong, I'm human. I make mistakes. That's why you got to do your own research, technical analysis, and watch the whole video so you have more attention span than an average 10-year-old. Now, as you guys can see, SQQ, we're going to GameStop. Sorry, getting a little bit ahead of myself. GameStop is in this overall bull flag. Okay, this is a massive bull flag here, marked in orange. It came all the way back down. I identified this double top and said, hey, we're probably coming all the way back down to 14, like 1490, 1480. Sure enough, we did. We came all the way down to the trend line and then rode that trend line back up. I believe GameStop's going to see a green day tomorrow. I believe GameStop's going to start recovering tomorrow. You can see it in the MACD. Again, we could see a little bit more downside before this recovery happens, possibly filling the gap all the way down at 1350. I know that sounds crazy, but there's going to be a lot of volatility in GameStop. Now, GameStop earnings is the 6th. So if we go ahead and type in GME earnings, you'll see that GME earnings is going to be on the 6th of this month. So not but it's going to be tomorrow. So normally what happens is stocks run up before and then drop after. We seen a drop right before, guys. I'm thinking there's a potentiality, okay? Do not get too excited and do not get caught in a potential trap. But there is a potentiality if GME has a good earnings, this thing actually does rocket afterwards. There's a potentiality that it does. And I'm thinking GME is going to have a good earnings. It's going to be on the 6th. Right now, the technicals are saying, hey, we have a chance of recovery. You can see that the MACD is curling up. It says we have a chance of a little bit more downside. We did get a 30-minute MACD cross. It's showing recovery on the smaller time frame, not the larger time frame. It's showing on the smaller time frame that we're curling up, that we're making a move back to the upside, that we're going to be able to get back above 15.15 and then get to the levels of 15.50, where we can then work at $17. And of course, if we can get above this $16 level, that's going to be extremely bullish as well. Now again, tune into the live stream because I will be giving updates during market hours. The live stream will be during market hours, so tune into this tomorrow, 9:15, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time is when I will be starting the live stream, giving more technical analysis and updates to you guys. But so far, I do think GameStop is going to see a push up. We want to see if it can break above 15.15. If it can hold above 15.15, we're going to be okay. If not, you're going to see a move down to at least 14.45. Okay, so if we cannot get above this support right here, we are coming down dramatically and coming down in a big way. Earnings is going to have a huge part to play in this. They might try to manipulate it, but again, there's not very many shares. We're looking pretty good on GameStop. There's a potentiality, guys, and I am excited. Again, I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but there's a potentiality that we could see something, especially if GameStop has a blowout earnings. So that's what I'm looking at for GameStop. Again, GameStop earnings is going to be on the 6th. GameStop earnings is going to be on the 6th, guys. It's going to be on the 6th. I had it pulled up for you guys right here. So GME earnings right there, December the 6th. Now, and again, that's going to be tomorrow, and it's going to be after hours. Tomorrow's price action is going to be really telling. If we see a run up before, there's a potentiality that we could see a drop off. But if we see like consolidation or even a pullback, there's a potential that we could see a big rocket up after earnings. Normally, what you see before earnings, the opposite happens. So if you see it rally into earnings, it's going to dump after. If you see it dump into earnings, it's going to rally after. That's normally what happens to stocks. It does the exact opposite after the event. Now, let's talk about AMC. AMC was on the cusp of a possible breakout. You can see that we are on this pennant. I can show you many pennants on AMC that broke out. This pennant. So this pennant broke out. This was a like 25% move. This was like a 35% move right here when this pennant broke out right here. This pennant broke out. This is like a 25% move. We have this pennant right here marked in turquoise. We need to get above the levels of and hold 690. We must hold 690. Now we have MACD curling up. Everything looks good except for this 5 million short shares, guys. 5 million short shares. If GameStop gets out of control, AMC has a chance. But listen, I'm telling you right now, you follow this channel for the facts, guys. With 5 million short shares, they can do some damage, all right? They can do some damage. They have this built up for a reason in case GameStop does start to take off. They are going to need everything they can to try to stop one of these stocks because they're going to have 2 problems on their hands. Now, I had a conversation earlier during the live stream about how AMC and the reverse split affected it. If you want to see it, you're going to have to go back to the live stream. But basically, guys, all we need is time, okay? We don't need reverse splits. We don't need fancy things like APE. All we ever needed was time. That's all we ever needed. That's all we ever needed. So I know people get impatient. I know it's been a long time already, but there's a lot of dilution right now in AMC. There is still a potentiality for a short squeeze, but there is a reason why, okay? There is a reason why, and I am more AMC heavy than I am GME heavy. So I'm telling you as someone that holds more AMC, but I always encourage to hold both because I never put all my eggs in one basket. Ortex is giving AMC a squeeze score of 57. But Ortex is giving GME a squeeze score of 86. There's a reason why. It's just the data, guys. It's the facts. It's the numbers. So the dilution is bad, guys. Anyone who told you that it was, they tricked you. Those influencers that told you about the yes vote and stuff like that was good, they tricked you. It was lies. You should probably unfollow them. I don't even know why they have followings. They were put in leadership positions that they shouldn't have been put in. They were speculating. The truth is that dilution hurts a short squeeze. Again, I broke it down as simply as possible so a fifth grader could understand it. If you have a special apple and some trader comes along and he has the same special apple, that makes your apple much, much less valuable because it is less rare. The more rare, the less of something there is, the more intrinsic value it has. Therefore, they were able to do a couple things. When they did the reverse split, they were able to get some of the ownership that retail had, give it to institutions. They were also able to get shares. That's why they're able to get like 4 to 5 million shares all the time. They were able to get the cost of borrow down. They were able to free up some liquidity. Why was there about to be a short squeeze? Because AMC had absolutely no liquidity. That's why there were so many FTDs. That's why the short interest was so crazy. That's why everything the way it was, that's why before we had the reverse split days before, it kept saying 0 shares available to borrow because they couldn't find none, because liquidity was absolutely gone and they desperately needed that reverse split to get the liquidity. That way they could free it up and kick the can down the road a little bit longer. So unfortunately, they did get their goal accomplished and we are going to need to wait. Now, let's get back to the technicals. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. And again, I'm not saying AMC is over. I'm just giving you guys the facts. Now, if we break out of this pennant, you're going to see a nice move to the upside. The levels we need to look for are breaking 690 and holding 690. We are currently above 690. If we can stay above that level, it's looking good. We need to break above $7.50. If we break above $7.50, we have a shot at $8. If we get to $8, there's a huge gamma ramp there. I don't think they want us anywhere near $8. And if you look at the buy and sell orders, it will paint a very clear story. They do not want us getting above $7.50. Why? Because if we get above $7.50, we have a clear shot for $8. So they have massive, massive, massive sell walls trying to stop us from getting above those levels. Also, AMC's max pain is $7 this week. So I expect them to try to keep it around that $7 mark. That way they can make a little bit of premiums and not lose so much money while they're shorting. They can make their money back selling their premiums and getting the stock to be around the $7. So I'm thinking they're going to try to pin it around $7. And if you look at the buy and sell orders, that's what it says. Again, major sell wall. All these red blocks are sell walls. These are buy orders. They're sitting at around that $6.90 level, $6.88. So again, in the morning, I'm expecting us to come back down, retest that level, and then pop back to the upside. So again, that would potentially look like this on Webull. I'll go ahead and quickly draw it out, and then I'm going to be wrapping up the video. So this will look like this. Go ahead and scroll over. And give you guys kind of like a pre-market prediction. Hopefully we can get above this sloping resistance here in pre-market. If not, you're going to see us come back down to like that 680, 675, like I said, 680, 690, 675 range, and then come back up. Hopefully we can get above it and then start moving back to the upside. But guys, this is pretty much everything I have for you. Again, levels for AMC, 690. We need to stay above and hold. $7.50 is the key level. If we can break that, we have a shot for $8. If we can get to $8, we have a gamma ramp. And again, tune in for the live stream and live technical analysis and predictions. Guys, if you found this video informative, go ahead and drop a like. Subscribe for more content like this and to join the DataZero family. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. Alright guys, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. And remember, you can check me out on Twitter and Discord for even more DataZero updates. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.